Hey guys, welcome to the top percentile. My name is Anay Dave. I scored a 99.99 percentile in CET 2020. There's less than 5 days left for CET now, and I'm sure you can feel the nerves kick in at least a little bit, where you can at least feel some kind of jitter and you're thinking, oh, what should I do now? And as a result of this, I know a lot of you have been asking in the comments, in the lives, everything that we've been keeping. So many students have reached out to us to ask that as a result of this nervousness, you're making a lot of silly mistakes. So, what is the solution to silly mistakes, and how do you prevent or how do you stop these silly mistakes? And how do you prevent them from being the cause that you do not get into JBIMS, right? So this video is just about that. But before we get into that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I guarantee that it's one of the best places to find anything related to CET or JBIMS for that matter. So please stay tuned to our channel. The next 5 days are going to be amazing. You'll get all the information you need from this one place. So stay tuned to the channel and watch all the videos we post. We put everything that you need for CET, right? So back to the topic, silly mistakes. Now, when you think about silly mistakes, I want you to firstly categorize them as why you've made that silly mistake. I want you to think that, did I read the question wrong? Did I make a calculation mistake? Did I not read some part of the question? Did I copy a number wrong? What exactly did I do? Right? I want you to figure out what you had done and why that happened. Was that because you were pressured? Was that because you had less time? Was that because, less time being, for example, if you have a strategy and you start and you let's say I've done the strategy of 100 questions 60 minutes, but I'm only at 80 questions in the first 50 minutes. So I have 20 questions in 10 minutes, and then I'm like, oh, let's go do this as fast as possible, and then you kind of start making mistakes there, right? So I want you to figure out exactly why that mistake has happened and why that is the case. I want you to kind of really figure out what the different kind of mistakes are. Even when it comes to calculation mistakes, I want you to think, did I write the number wrong? Did I make a mistake in division, addition? What exactly did I do wrong? Because it's important that you will figure out the exact step where you're going wrong, right? Once you know the exact step and what is going wrong, it's very easy to kind of keep a track of it and make sure that in the next mock, you don't make that mistake, right? So I want you to write down on a big list of paper what mistakes you made in the last, let's say even 2 mocks, this is enough. And I want you to figure out how many of these you could have easily avoided, right? So let's say you're scoring 110 right now, and there are 20 questions that you made these mistakes in. Your potential score could have been 130. Now you have to reduce those mistakes so that you go from a 110 to a 130, and it's the easiest thing to do, right? So आपके अगर silly mistakes बहुत हो रहे हैं, तो it's the easiest thing to rectify in the last 5 days, because all you have to do is slow down, take a deep breath, pace yourself throughout the paper, and just believe that you cannot make any silly mistakes and that you just don't have to do that. You need 100% accuracy in everything you do, right? तो आपको बस ये स्टैंडर्ड थोड़ा हाई करना है. आपका ये जो स्टैंडर्ड है कि यार मुझे इतना आता है, मुझे इतना नहीं आता है, वो सब छोड़ दीजिए. अगर आप सवाल को अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हो, उसका मतलब वो मे बी इजियर क्वेश्चन है. इजियर क्वेश्चन रहेगा तो आपको 100% एक्यूरेसी अटेम्प्ट करना है, क्योंकि वो सवाल रॉन्ग नहीं जाना चाहिए, right? I keep asking you to compare yourself to the other people who are taking the exam, and in these easy questions, nobody is much faster, right? It's probably 10 or 20 seconds that you can save, but the people who get it wrong are definitely thousands places, thousand or even 10,000 places behind the people who are getting the easy ones right. So if you are getting the easy questions right, you're already in the top few ranks, right? Like you're already in those, in maybe the 1% ranks in CET. So now the thing is to get from there ahead. But if you do not do this, you are in the lower bucket. So you have to make sure that you are not making silly mistakes. And if at all in the exam you realize that things are not going according to plan, things are not going the way you want them to, you're not able to focus, you're not able to pay attention, or you're just making stupid mistakes and you're realizing this in the exam, take a breather. Take a 1 minute break, nothing more, nothing less. Just a 1 minute, even 30 seconds to be honest. Just something where you close your eyes and focus, concentrate, get back into the paper, get back into the zone, get back and just ace it after that, right? Don't ever give up from the start to the finish. There is nothing that you can do. You just have to go and keep solving questions again and again and again, right? If you've seen the interview of my sister that's on our YouTube channel, she has mentioned that she had in fact taken a 5 minute break, I think, because she really felt disheartened while she was attempting the paper. So even a 5 minute paper did not stop her from getting into 5 minute break, did not stop her from getting into JBIMS, right? It wasn't going ideal. Even after the paper, she thought she didn't do great, but she got a 99.97 at the end of it when she got through. So this is the time where you actually should watch those interviews of the toppers and kind of go back to that time and figure out unka kya state tha, wo log ne kaise liya tha. Because we've asked each and every one of them, how did you take the final paper? How did you go about things, right? So I want you to make sure that you're doing these things. But to summarize, when you are making silly mistakes, you need to realize that you need to pause them. keep yourself to a very high standard that if you are a student in JBIMS, you cannot make these silly mistakes, and these cannot be the reasons why you are not a student of JBIMS, right? Third, you want to kind of keep track of all the mistakes that you do. You want to keep a track of why you made them and how you made it and how you'll make sure that you will not do it the next time. Fourth, the next time you take a mock, make sure that you've read all of these things. You've written yourself a message that, oh, I will not be making silly mistakes this time. Make sure that you're reading the mistakes that you're making, why you make them, and how you avoid them. If you can keep this in your mind, if you can just make sure that you're focused on these things, there's no reason why you should be in a state where you make silly mistakes. That is the flow state that you want. That is the state of concentration that you should be in, and that is your goal for this exam, right? So that's the video. It's a very short one. I'm going to make a couple of these short videos because I think it's important that you spend less time with maximum value added in that time, right? So even a 5-minute video of the top percentile will add a lot more than what other videos can. So this, we're going to keep it very short, as short as possible, but this, it's very important. So all the best, and I'll see you in the next one. For any such things, we'll always be there to guide. So if there are any questions that you have, please just drop a comment. I forgot to mention this earlier. So you can drop a comment. I will be there to answer any questions that you have. We're here to help you. But yeah, my name's Anay Dave, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.